The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode. And now, here's Brandon.
Okay, welcome back to the Brandon Peters Show for the spooky month of October. We're getting real crazy and starting a new segment here that was brought on by your demands, requests, or we threw it out there and some people said, do it. So, without further ado, let me bring on from the Bob and Tom Show and the Bob and Tom Show Bits and Pieces podcast, Jessica Alsman.
Hey, Brandon Peters.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
You wonderfully narrate through every week and every segment. But this, we're doing commercials. People,
yes.
When we were doing the Heights, some of the episodes had commercials, and we got feedback that people like hearing us talk about commercials, and we threw out there. Yeah.
Like you might watch TV now and you think, commercials, blah, blah, blah. Even then you probably did that. But when you see stuff from your childhood, you just get the feels and you can't wait to, you love it. It takes you back. Oh.
I want the ad
products
break.
I forgot about.
Yeah. There's products I forgot about. Local stuff's always fun. And so we are just going to start throwing a segment out there here and there about commercial reels. Well, there's plenty of them on YouTube supplied by people. Thank you for never getting rid of your VHS tapes, never recording over some of these, never cutting out the commercials. So props to that. We discovered the Heights. We made it a segment to talk about the commercials during the Heights, and it was a lot. We had fun reminiscing about this, or me telling Jessica that was a thing, and she would be like, no, it wasn't. And I was like, we saw the commercial, it was, or something like that. I don't know. But so it's October. So obviously advertisers would go in a Halloween themed direction with their commercials. And so we're going to do some spooky ones, but which back in the day when these aired, was one thing people they feared was commercials. They didn't want to watch them. Their commercial break, their beloved soaps, their beloved primetime programming done away with.
That's when you go and get like a beer from the fridge, or you get a refill, you go get your food, you go to the bathroom.
And you know what? I missed that because I want to pause. I like the built-in break sometimes with a show. With a movie, I'm in the whole time, but with a show, built-in break's not bad. Hulu, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You take breaks, and I can do something.
I just, I love commercials more though when they have a theme. So the holidays are always fun. At Christmas, you look forward to the Christmas commercials, but Halloween was always the best.
Right.
But I don't remember a lot of these that we got to watch because it all took place in the 80s. But some were like some said 1980, I think, at the bottom, which I like that it had a little year placement.
Jessica learned these through osmosis, most of them. So yeah, we're starting the 80s with these. We did 1992. Like we have the fall 92 covered with ads. We do. And that's what I kept telling Donnie. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is happening because it was so fun to watch commercials in 1992. And that's what aired back then. I will say, if you're a fan of commercials, I'm not reviewing it on my show. It recently debuted on Blu-ray, but there is a movie called the WNUF Halloween Special, which I'm not sure where it's streaming, and I'll find out in a sec if it is this holiday season. But it's like you found a VHS tape of an old broadcast of this local news station. It's on Shudder, folks. If you got Shudder, nice. Watch it. But they made fake advertisements that are almost genuinely real feeling, that resemble like the stuff we'll be talking about. That's a really fun movie. So if you're familiar with the ads of this, you'll get a huge kick out of that movie, which I highly recommend. I love it. I have the Blu-ray. It's awesome. It looks like a VHS tape. But without further ado, let's dive in to this little commercial reel that we watched from the 1980s with Halloween commercials. Our first one up is from channel 28 WPTF, and it's about a yellow Halloween safety bags from Pizza Hut.
You see me. Everyone knows what time of year it is. It's Halloween. This Halloween, make sure adults see you coming with shiny, bright yellow Halloween safety bags from Pizza Hut and 28 WPTF TV. And be careful trick-or-treating this Halloween. Tell your parents where you're going and who's going with you. Before you go out, you can pick up a free Halloween safety bag. Come to any participating Pizza Hut restaurant and pick one up. The Halloween safety bag is free from your friends at Pizza Hut and WPTF TV.
I feel like I remember getting a yellow bag that they passed out.
Really?
It was at Pizza Hut, but it was like a designated bag. I don't know if Walmart did it later, but I do remember like a yellow bag, like so you can be bright and be seen at night. That was such a big deal.
Yeah,
we'll find out later.
That was a common. Granted, these aren't we're not watching the actual like airing of these, but a common theme goes through with Halloween safety in these, and this is the bright yellow bag. People in their costumes and going to a participating Pizza Hut, which they're like even have to point out like you don't have to buy anything. You're just going to get the bag. Like you don't need to buy pizza.
Like was it I wonder if it was not like a charity, but you can do your write-off. Like we'll do our community service, we'll do our good deed for the children, and put this in our commercial, and we'll even pay for it. You're welcome.
Daryl, throw some bags out there. We'll write it off. The kids will. Now they don't need to buy a personal pan. No,
they'll come back for bucket season for their personal pan.
Yeah, buckets in February. We'll be fine.
We'll get the family.
Yes, we'll get the family. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Then we followed by a Skittles commercial.
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween-sized pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the house that gives Skittles? See, I told ya.
Which did the bite-sized Skittles debut the year before? Because they were like, last year, the small Skittle size was a hit with everyone. I'm like, was it new? Were they just handing out full Skittles before whatever year this commercial aired?
I took it as nobody even passed out Skittles because they were being cheap. And I feel like back in the day, you didn't really see even Skittles or like the good stuff, especially a big bag.
Oh yeah,
like the full size.
I don't know. I was thinking it as they just made that change.
No,
but it's just trick or treating kids at the door. There's this girl. I don't know what she is. She's got like Grandma Estelle like glasses, but then she's got a fairy wand, and she looks like she's probably not sure, but she looks like this like old senior citizen they got made up to look really nice for a dance at the senior home or something. But she's probably supposed to be some like hip fairy. I don't know,
like from the Grease era
or so.
I don't have a wand.
It looked pretty funny to me, but that was Skittles, kids. Those are good. Okay, so now here's a thing that never came up during. It was a thing throughout the 90s too, but it never. Well, you have to watch like lower rated programming or late night program to get stuff like this. But it was a thing. The Boglins.
Hi, I'm a Boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right, guys? Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help you teach your grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
1 call gets you a 3D Boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you a set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
And part of your $2.35 2-minute call goes to Special Olympics.
So get your parents' permission and call us at 1-900-909-5464. Go get the phone. I said get it, not eat it.
They were a 1-900 number. They 1-900-909-5464. These little fucking shit monster things called the Boglins.
I was like, what's going on? Are these little boogers? And I was like, this is a 900 number. Oh my God.
I remember you could buy these things, these little Boglins.
Never saw these before.
But they would tell you a story. You call to get a story. It cost like $2.98 a minute. And these 1-900, these were a thing back, like these numbers to like hear scary sound. Like, I don't know. People paid for this. I know there was like the Nintendo hotline. You call that, you get tips. They charge by the minute. There were sex hotlines. You just talk to some woman somewhere. She's gonna tell you real nice things.
We had a payphone at our junior high gym that for some reason you could type in the 900 number and you could actually get it to go through places. So you could random stuff.
We did that at the payphone. Yeah, we did a payphone in our school too. It would only go to a certain point when you needed to talk to a person and ask for a credit card or something. But you could be like, "Hi, you've reached 1-900 wet, and all the women here are just waiting to talk to you. These lonely singles are." That was what it was. And that was an actual number. Wet. It was WET.
Oh, nice.
That was one of them we would call. Yep. That was what we would call. And we'd be like, you know, and yeah, it's just really silly stuff. I believe, wasn't it Punch Drunk Love about that somewhat? Didn't Sandler call? Is that where he got into trouble?
I can't even remember.
That was something in Punch Drunk Love or some other movie. I know there's been, there's been a movie about that stuff. But yeah, like this is Boglins. This is for kids to call these things. And if you get a call, like you get a hologram card with your call, and if you hang on the line for like 20 minutes and spend $100, they'll send you 6 of these 10-cent cards.
What a gimmick. No joke. Hey, just gotta stay on hold though so we can get your address.
Right,
That's
exactly.
horrible.
We need to transfer you over to our supervisor so we can get your address and get those cards to your kid. Okay. Is your parent around? Is your parent there? Okay, just give them one second. Stay on the line.
But they're covered because I put the disclaimer in the commercial.
Must ask your parents. Yeah. Make sure. Yeah.
But then we'll keep you on the line.
You want that card? You better wait on the line. But you know what? The Boglins aren't all bad. Okay, they're not like, they're not out to get you, because part of your money for the call will be donated to the Special Olympics.
Very nice.
Very nice. Boglins. That's. Yeah, call a number. We have they're followed by the pumpkin light.
There's goblins, there's ghouls, there's spiders about. Halloween's coming, the trick-or-treaters are out. But look at that witch on Halloween night. She's the first one with a blinking pumpkin light. Pumpkin light flashes so everyone knows she is near. Pumpkin light makes Halloween safer and scarier this year. And pumpkin light safer for a spooky pumpkin too. Just pop it right in and watch your pumpkin go boo.
Pumpkin Light is available at Osco, Purity Supreme, Spags, and Leewards.
Another safety item
to take with you. And it's set like this one is supposed to be like almost like a Boris Karloff is reading it thing, like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. When they're going around, they're like, he's like, "Oh, look at this pumpkin light. It lights the way at night, and all the people are bright and stay." And it's, and it's once again, kids in like generic, like, I'm a pirate, I'm a witch.
That witch was my costume, probably kindergarten. No, kindergarten I was a princess, but then like 1st and 2nd grade, I think I was a witch. And it's just that. It's like your black tarp, maybe a hat and a really bad nose and some green.
Yeah.
But most likely it was just like black material that was too big.
Okay.
So that witch, I was like, yeah, that's about right.
The pumpkin light's available at Osco Drugs, Spags, Leewards, Craft Bazaar, Purity Spray. It's one of those commercials where it's like they leave the spot open for the local jam, and it's like totally not as professional of a person. Like mail ball. Like it's like the old trailers that I used to like on TV, where it'd be like, coming soon, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Opens Friday, July 8th at Lane Drive-In Theaters. Like that is like cut the tension of professionalism right there. Like, yeah.
At that point, you have to think they're probably doing it on purpose, right? Like, it's gonna be funny. This, or unless they're really trying, then it's just sad.
And it's like, I have to do a voiceover again. Jim, I hate being on TV. You know that. But yeah, the light, which also goes in your pumpkin, and you can barely see it. It's great. You do that. There's a Showtime makeup.
It was a Halloween party where fantasies come true. I put on Showtime makeup and did a dance or two. The boys and ghouls were hanging out like Vamp and Tigress too. My Showtime face was all in place then, Rock Angel, I saw you.
It's Showtime, the adult Halloween makeup. Showtime is hypoallergenic, more comfortable than masks, more fun too.
You know you are my fantasy, but I can't speak to you.
Make up a Halloween fantasy with Showtime makeup.
Adult Halloween makeup? There's like some Monster Mash song type thing going on, and the most like, let's make the scariest things as like
it's really pretty,
snobby theater-ish as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they did it so pretty. I don't think I
so
ever realized they had a commercial for it. You always see that Showtime adult makeup in the store.
Yeah.
And like those faces, I'm like, who's doing that? Who's actually painting their face like that for Halloween?
Well,
and it's like Broadway artists are basically doing it. So
it's very Broadway. It's very like it's like, look, we got classy Dracula here in our thing with it's a fun one. Walgreens, they have spooky activated decorations.
For great Halloween fun, pick up some spooky decorations at Walgreens. Just $7.99 each. Scary sound-activated Halloween figures, battery-operated pirate skull, witches, skeletons, and more. Stock up on Halloween candy, too. Walgreens has a wide selection of treats and goodies of all kinds. And it's time to order your holiday photo greeting cards. Put your favorite photo on any of 6 beautiful designs. All orders include a free marker pen. Treat yourself to savings this week at Walgreens.
Who didn't have one of those?
Like,
that was exactly we had in our 3rd grade class.
Did you see this notification?
No, hold on.
No, I got looks like a iTunes thing when I was doing that. It's like, are you playing music? Would you like to set up audio? Like,
wait, do it again. It was pretty. It was dead on. That's dead on.
Yeah.
Everyone that heard that just was like, is that the bat that I have hanging in my,
wow,
bedroom from 1996?
It like picked up something here on the Zoom recording. That's like, hey, are you looking for a song? Are you playing a song? Like, no, just doing the little annoying thing. But yeah, that was everybody had something like that, right?
Yeah, $7.99. I feel like that was really expensive back then.
That is for as cheap shitty as they are, but Walgreens though probably had to pay a little more premium on it. They also had a free marker pen if you got a custom greeting card.
Ooh.
Yeah, marker pens. You know, the pens that mark. We follow up that with Hardees.
I, Speedy McGreedy, have created Frankenstein mouth.
I want juicy burgers.
We'll go to Hardees.
The burgers are juicy at Hardees.
Right, Ivan. Hardees job broils them.
Let's say hello to Hardees.
It's Halloween time. When you buy a burger and soft drink at Hardees, you get a coin to put in the fun machine, which gives you a Halloween prize.
I got a creepy crawly Halloween thing. I got a Halloween ring.
The fun machine at participating Hardees.
Back in the day, this is when Hardees had yellow buns.
I did not even know. I did not recall this.
Hardees, that's how I used to know who they were. They were the one with the yellow buns. Because the white, you take the bun, it'd be like yellow.
I don't think I ever realized that.
They got bought out by a company somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s. And that's when they started having like the $6 burger and all that. Because then they had a makeshift because they didn't have yellow buns anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I always learn stuff on the Brandon Peters Show.
You do. My useless knowledge impresses Jessica and no one else.
And it's not about Taco Bell.
It's not. It's more fast food knowledge bombs. But this has a cartoon Frankenstein monster thing, and they pronounce it not burger, but boiga. What a boiga. And you get this was the interesting thing. You get a coin to put in the fun machine and get a prize at Hardees. I never knew of this. The fun, it was probably judging by the shitty toys they had, It was probably just a glorified version of the thing you saw outside like Toys R Us that was like the gumball machine. You put something in, those are in the plastic. I bet that's what the fun machine really was.
Here's a small sticker that won't actually stick when you peel off the back. Or that hand that you can slap against a window and it sticks. That's fun.
Yeah. Like it, and there was like a caterpillar. Like I was like, oh, these are shitty things, but all right. Go Hardees. But yeah, that was had some interesting animation and like all that animation just for like, a Hardees ad, but this Frankenstein monster and like two, I don't know who the heck these dudes were, but he was like a giant head with big teeth and they watched a burger getting made on a thing. So, and of course, kids in Halloween costumes eating at Hardees before going to the fun machine.
Again, very poorly made and put together costumes.
Yep, just we don't want to get sued for looking like something that we don't have the rights to use. So it's a witch and a a football player and
maybe a cowboy. You might have
a cowboy. Yeah, you can put a cowboy. Yep, cowboy. Yeah, a bank robber with the. Yeah. So after that, we get Spooky Goop.
It's alive! My most perfect creation! Gee, I'll have to do something about that face.
Introducing Spooky Goop, horrifying monster makeup you make up at home. Spooky Goop's bubbling lizard lips, bat bones, and toad toes create a ghoulish goo that makes a monster out of you.
Now that's a face no mother could love.
Spooky Goop, spine-tingling makeup for Halloween or any unearthly occasion.
Did you
Monster
have
makeup
Spooky Goop?
I didn't have Spooky Goop. Did you?
I feel like I remember these commercials, and then wanting it, but never getting it.
Spooky Goop. No, I don't remember. I saw this commercial and I was like, oh, what? Heat it up and do all that? Like, that's interesting. It was like mad scientists is what they're like doing the Frankenstein monster thing again, but like they cook it like it's like crack or something or heroin, and then you put it on your face.
I think I'm thinking of this commercial from like my childhood, but it's just like, you could give yourself texture. And so you could do like maybe some messed up warts and boils.
Yeah, it literally looks like when they're cooking it, it looks like a crack pipe thing. Like it's the shape of like, or when you're doing like meth or something. It's that like bubble at the end of a tube thing.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when you're making Spooky Goop. It's but for kids.
Oh my gosh.
For kids. Duracell, here we go. Common theme, flashlights.
My little goblins will be out long after dark, so I depend on Duracell batteries to light their way, because Duracell lasts longer.
Tests prove after just a few hours of continuous use, regular carbon batteries wear out. But you can get up to 5 times more use from Duracell batteries.
That's why I trust my kids' safety at night to Duracell.
Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
We're home! Or lasts like it.
Safety first.
Yep. It's for the trick-or-treaters. And, if you use Duracell, you get 5 times more energy, power, battery length than whatever else you buy.
And my favorite part though is the mom, because she puts Duracell batteries and all the little light up devices, and she's like, I trust my kids' safety at night with Duracell. Dear God, you're trusting a battery to keep your kids safe?
Yeah, I trust. Here they go. When their lights are bright, the child abductors will get a fright.
Exactly.
There we go. I guess I'm a Duracell parent.
And then still go take your kids because they can find them easier. They
right?
Might be frightened, but yeah.
Yeah, they came back too at the end of the commercial, so it worked. Duracell.
Duracell's there for my kids. I'm like that scumbag.
Did your batteries go out? So no. Nope. My friend used Energizer. Hers went out, but they did not. They did not go. But we go from the Duracell to grocery shopping at Hy-Vee.
The trick to saving is treating yourself to these Hy-Vee specials. Tombstone Pizza, 2 for $6. Ruffles Potato Chip, $1.88. Nabisco Premium Crackers, 88 cents. And USDA Choice Beef Chuck 7-bone roast, $1.27 a pound. Get low prices all day, every day. Shop Hy-Vee. And low prices.
The trick to saving is treating yourself. I never had a Hy-Vee. I'm not in the area where a Hy-Vee came from.
Same. Never heard of one.
Grew up with Kroger's. It's about what we had. I don't know what else. You usually just get that. Kroger
or Marsh?
Marsh, but I was in northern Indiana, and they didn't get a Marsh until like 2005, and it lasted like 2 years and closed. Well, they all closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's Marsh, which I think Marsh extended down to like Florida as far as there.
And then some of the Marshes turned into Low Bills. We had one of those in Rushville for a while.
Yeah. There's so if you go to a certain point in the United States and you cross over in the West, the Kroger is actually, it's the same company, but they're called Ralph's.
Oh, is it Ralph, but people call it Ralph's?
No, it's Ralph's with an apostrophe.
Oh.
Yeah. It should be. Yeah, it'd be cool if it was just Ralph.
Because people are like, oh, that's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do in the Midwest, though. We just add S to everything. So it's like Myers and the Krogers and the Walmarts.
That's like
what it is.
A friend of mine, when I lived in California, she was from Switzerland, and they used to add possession to everything, like every store, everything like that. And it'd be like, hey, you want to go to lunch at Subway's? She put the possession on there. It was adorable.
Subway's restaurant.
Subway's.
Of course.
Target's,
Target's retail store, of course.
Yeah.
She's literal.
She's great. No, it's a good person. Good person. I just love it. Subway was the one that was really fun because Subway's.
I've never heard Subway's.
It's good. It's good.
Fantastic.
Yes. So from Hy-Vee, more batteries. Rayovac gets in the game for Halloween.
Rayovac, Burger King, and Channel 47 want kids to have a bright and safe Halloween. Once again this year, Rayovac is providing free personal kid-sized flashlights for use when trick-or-treating Halloween night. These flashlights will light the way to safer rounds of the neighborhoods. To get your flashlight, just come to any Madison Burger King on October 30th and ask for one. No purchase is necessary, and Burger King will give you a special treat bag and a coupon good for the soft drink of your choice. But the supply is limited, so get to Burger King early. And remember, be safe this Halloween. Wear light-colored costumes, be extra careful crossing streets, and ask your parents to check your treats and throw out any unwrapped ones just to be safe. We'll help with free flashlights from Rayovac and a special treat from Burger King just for the asking. It all happens Thursday, October 30th only at the Madison Burger King near you. And happy Halloween from Rayovac, Burger King, and Channel 47.
Providing free flashlights at Burger King on October 30th. You can get a treat bag. They're getting in the bag game as well, and a coupon for a soft drink of your choice.
Ooh.
Yeah, they also give some helpful tips, courtesy of Burger King and Channel 47 locally. But I was a Burger King kid, but I don't remember the little. It looked like a shitty little flashlight too. Like I'll put Duracells in my my flashlight at home and go.
Yeah, this bright light will last a max of 2 hours, so plan accordingly. Try to go trick-or-treating when it starts to get a little bit darker out, but don't turn it on yet. Gotta wait, because you're gonna run out of juice.
Right.
Man, I just don't remember. I think we just had like glow sticks around our necks, and that's the only thing we had to light up.
Yeah, I don't remember ever carrying a flashlight, but I lived in a neighborhood with streetlights when I was a kid, so
it wasn't as dark and scary.
No, it wasn't, and yeah, we just ran around till whenever. I don't remember having a flashlight. I can't recall.
Well, you don't have to say that nowadays. Kids, you have to wear bright colors and wear light because everyone's got their phone and it's already lighting them up anyway. And flashlight. Like, when's the last time you heard safety awareness at Halloween? Besides, you can bring your candy in to get checked and X-rayed.
I know. Maybe it's because we had those shitty plastic costumes that were really reflective. Because you'd have like, you're Dracula, and you'd be wearing this like plastic smock thing and have like a shitty plastic mask The mask was Dracula's face, but the smock was just like this shit art that said like Dracula on it. It's like, yeah, I'm Dracula. And then the creature from the Black Lagoon, same costume, but they just said creature on it or something like that. So
I do miss the simplicity to costumes.
I do. I always like one of my loves is like, I think it really gets kind of my childhood down from nostalgia memory is Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers, because you get a good look at those kids' Halloween costumes and you're like, yeah, that was a real deal. That was, and I don't know why, but Utah, they filmed that movie in Utah, but it gives me Midwest like vibes on the overall feel of that season growing up. They go to like a drugstore in it and so I'm just like, yeah. Double scoops. That's what I have to say about that. But yeah, that vibe, those costumes. It was real. It was a real challenge.
I think either Aaron must have went as a clown one year. Because I just remember seeing a clown outfit now. And then of course Ninja Turtles, but that's a brand name, so
yeah.
Stay away from that.
True. Over at Thrifty, they have Kodak film.
This Halloween, capture your ghosts and goblins on genuine Kodak film from Thrifty. Whether it's print, slide, or movie film, Kodak is the choice of professionals. Thrifty carries a full line of Kodak film, including C126-24 exposure, C110 and C135 24 exposure in regular and high-speed print film, KR135 36 exposure slide film, and Super 8 movie film. Remember, the sharper you want your memories, the more you need Kodak film and Thrifty.
The choice of professionals. The sharper you want your memories, the more you want Kodak film and Thrifty. So like Kodak is paying Thrifty the big bucks to get their film there. They were like offering some, like, take your Halloween cards and make cards out of your Halloween photos or something like that. But
that's a great message, though. You want to capture the memories.
Capture them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those. I
wish
I had pictures of all my Halloween costumes, but I do have when I'm on here. Like, this is me Halloween one year when I was a child. It's been my picture for a while.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, that was me.
That's some hardcore makeup.
I know.
You need that spooky goop.
Spooky. It was not spooky.
Even though
goop.
it's you're Dracula, but
I was Dracula that year. I found a home video and saw that, and I took a picture. I was like, okay, it's been my Zoom no video picture ever since. So
I'm going to find my Halloween costumes, starting with Princess Jessica, the slutty race car driver assistant Jessica.
Gotcha.
Over the years,
I was Batman once, and it was like 89. Yeah, it was 89. It was Batman, and the cowl was this foam thing, and it had like wire in the ears so you could keep them straight.
Oh, that's fun.
But it was like foam, and it was.
Did you get like a rash from it, or did you get really hot?
Wasn't comfortable. Hot, yeah, hot, yeah. And then a like plastic cape, and like shit, like it was. I wish I could have this to be like, kids, look what we used to have. I was Batman, but at what cost? It was better than this. It was better than the, I was talking about that Dracula costume from earlier. It's better than the Batman version of that, which had a yellow. I don't know why it had a yellow. That Batman version had a yellow plastic smock thing to wear.
You know why? Safety first.
Safety first. Reflective. Batman would want you to see him everywhere he goes. Yeah, true. Toys R Us. They had a commercial.
Toys R Us has the Big Bird Halloween costume and the Yoda Halloween costume for trick-or-treating.
And I am a Toys R Us alumni, by the way.
Bragging.
Yeah. So this cartoon commercial, but speaking of the costumes, so I segued inadvertently. The Big Bird and Yoda costumes that they were like something out of a nightmare. Like I was looking at the Big Bird one, and until they said it, I was like, the fuck is that thing? And they're like, Big Bird. I'm like, from Sesame Street, not Big Bird. that thing and that Yoda were, I don't know if it's the quality of the video that caused it or what, but man, that like Big Bird. I want to look at him. Yeah, just a nightmare. Like he looks like something he looks like a Beetlejuice almost. He's got the long nose. And then Yoda is like, that is not Yoda. This is from 1980 too. My Muppets Inc. Yeah. Yoda's got
I completely missed the commercial. I think I saw the end of it.
Yeah, you remember when Yoda had a blue face and then he wore a shirt with his picture on it?
Oh yeah, because
that's what our costumes were like back then. Just
it's not what the character would wear.
Yeah, it's like I'm him, I guess. Like
and it's so bad they have to tell you it's supposed to be Yoda.
Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight because of Big Bird. Like that's.
I would never want to dress up as Big Bird, although it's adorable. Kids did, I guess. Whatever.
I guess so.
If you went as Big Bird, I apologize to anyone listening.
Give Jessica hell on Twitter if you dressed as Big Bird.
Yeah, please do.
So Cookie Spooks makeup.
What strange creatures are lurking in the night? Oh, skull face, mummy face too. Oh, ghoul face. What a frightful sight. Yes, Mom, this Halloween your kids can have fun creating their own scary disguise with Cookie Spooks makeup. They just smear it on. When the makeup dries, it cracks to make them look really old and ghoulish. Add in the sheet and the costume's complete. Cookie Spooks makeup kits, 6 frightening disguises to choose from.
Skull face and mummy face. It's pretty much what they do at Cookie Spooks makeup.
Could they have helped you with your Dracula makeup?
Yeah, they probably could have. I mean, I look like I was as good as Cookie Spooks.
Oh, for sure. You had the black eyes, like so hollow, and the white face, and the red where your teeth were.
Right. I love the mom takes them into the bathroom to do it. And then they put makeup on and then just put sheets over themselves like a ghost with a face. Like that's what they Right, there you go, kids. Fucking Halloween. I bought a $5 makeup kit and then sent them on. Saving money this year. Bates Motel shows up in here with a Spud McKenzie Budweiser commercial with Robin Leach.
There's a vacancy at the Bates Motel.
Norman, is that you?
No, it's Spud McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this display and enter Bud Light Psycho Sweepstakes to win a Bud Light party with Spud McKenzie at the Psycho Mansion. You could even get a mug like Spud's at participating retailers. Wow!
That Spud is so cool and scary.
I don't remember Spud McKenzie at all.
What?
Nothing.
He was everywhere.
I do not remember.
Oh man, there was Joe Camel and Spud McKenzie for adult things, but yeah, Spud McKenzie was like a thing. Like he'd be on a surfboard, or he'd be like doing all this thing, and he was just Bud Light everywhere. Wow, you missed the Spud. He must have died mid-90s or something.
But what's weird is I feel like I remember this commercial. I feel like there's a vacancy at Bates Motel. I feel like I remember this, unless it's just my brain piecing other things together. But then I'm like, Spud McKenzie, I don't remember the spokesperson.
He dressed up like like Norman's mother. Like
He's a good doggy.
Spud McKenzie was a big deal. That was the thing. That was like one of those things like kids, like they were putting kid-friendly things in adult stuff, and they shouldn't have done that. And like Spud McKenzie, it's like, I want a beer because there's a cool dog.
Is this a dog from Little Rascals? No.
Looks like
same type. Target dog?
I don't know. Oh, the Target dog's relatively new, right? This is like, I don't think they haven't used Spud McKenzie in forever.
But it looks like the same breed. Is it the same breed?
Yeah, this is probably.
Dog? Okay.
Possibly. Yeah, he's in Spud McKenzie in the shower, Fright Night Sweepstakes. Just people dancing.
Apparently, they stopped using the commercials with Spud's McKenzie in 1989.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought he went into the 90s, but
After mounting public pressure suggested the party animal was effectively pitching Bud Light to children. A little bit, yeah, but.
So, like Steve Gutenberg, when the clock struck midnight on January 1st, 1990, disappeared.
Spuds never existed. And it was Spuds, Mackenzie. It's just
Spuds. Oh. Pair of Spuds. Okay.
Poor Spuds. He's out of work. He's like, what the hell? I did what they wanted and now I'm not good enough. Like they just dumped me.
Spuds. All right.
We get it now. Damn it. It's even better. I forgot it's Bud Light.
All good. So it's time to make the donuts, Jessica.
As Halloween approaches, you have to prepare yourself for what might happen.
More orange sprinkles.
It's a special time of year, and Dunkin Donuts is dressing up their donuts for the occasion.
And here's the werewolf.
So come to Dunkin Donuts and get into the spirit of Halloween.
We'd like some Halloween donuts, please.
Oh.
Dunkin Donuts, Dunkins. The Dunkin Donuts guys there with monster sprinkles, which there are some rad ones. They look really good. If those are the Frankenstein monster and Dracula one, like, are those edible? Like, there was like, well, okay, like they look good. That was like, that's some good art for a sprinkle.
Yeah, I don't think it was it couldn't have been a sprinkle. More like a candy piece, right?
Oh yeah. Like they were showing, like, yeah, it's like it looked, I don't know, they said sprinkles as the guy was putting it on. And I was like, whoa, that's a sprinkle? I bet you can't eat it. I bet it's a little, I don't know.
Sign me up.
But yeah, it was good to see the Dunkin' guy. There's an M&M's and Fantasia crossover commercial. I was like, all right.
Okay, I hated Fantasia as a kid.
Ooh, dip trip Fantasia. Okay.
And I was like, what is this trippy dippy thing? What is this?
Why are you trying to make chores look cool? Why are you trying to make chores look cool?
I was like, even as like a 5-year-old or something, it's like, is this what you guys are into? Is this like, I'm thinking Pink Floyd. Just be high to enjoy this, which I bet would be a lot cooler, but man, I hated it. Freaked me out.
Gotcha. We close with our final commercial, and who better to lead us out than Mr. Vincent Price, the face of October, and with the greatest thing, a VHS head cleaner.
Oh, I do enjoy an evening with a little light entertainment. But when your video heads get dirty, you lose your picture. Not a pretty sight. Happily, this new Polaroid video cassette will help you. It actually cleans your heads as it plays, so dirty heads needn't haunt you. New Polaroid video cassettes. Get the picture?
And he's sitting in a chair, Vincent Price, and he's in a spooky library, and his head starts going like tracking problems with a VHS tape, and there's a Polaroid tape that cleans your VCR, and I was very excited because it was Vincent Price.
Oh yeah, it's everything that you can enjoy.
Yes, I have a set of his movies, one of my Blu-ray sets. They actually have these, like, he did this like marathon of a lot of his movies on this local PBS station one year, and they had him film all these like intros, and they included them on this Blu-ray release I have, and then that went out of print, and when they brought it back, they didn't have the rights for those. So if you have the Vincent Price Collection Volume 1 from Shout Factory, hold on to it, because those things are a gem. Like, he just would introduce his movies and stuff, and he'd be sitting in this gothic library, and he was really old at the time too, but it's great. He's a guy you read the phone book.
Oh yeah.
And he'd make it spooky.
Like, how spooky was he as a kid, you think? Like,
I don't know.
Would he just be in his room playing, and his mom would walk in and be like, like, what are you doing? Like, just naturally giving that creepy vibe. Yeah.
Although he was Egghead on Batman too, so there was that. But no, he's good. And this is always that time of year when they he like there's the one year where he surprised Christopher Lee at some talk show thing, and Christopher Lee's face is like, really, or whatever they get, because they're like really good friends, and it just the look on Christopher Lee's face and the genuine love between the two, their friendship.
So do you think Vincent Price was just a good dude, or was he like, this coffee's too cold, throwing it back?
I don't like this coffee, throw it away.
Right. Or is he like, oh no, thank you, I appreciate it?
No, I've heard nothing but him being just a good dude. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Yep. Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, all like Peter Cushing. The funny stories about him is he was really, really into his clothing continuity and stuff. Like you hear stories about him being like concerned with the outfit, like just making sure everything is for his appearance was always continuous through the filming of a movie, not like because he played characters multiple times, but it was more like his costume and continuity fit from scene to scene in movies. That was his
a professional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, professional.
Unlike the local voiceover guys.
Yeah. Oh.
Try to step in. It's like, that's a red shirt now. Oh, you won't be able to tell. Sorry, I'm just thinking of all these cut scenes when someone literally just changes their outfit and you don't catch it. It's like amazing.
True. It's good stuff. I've had that happen when I was like high school. It'd usually be like a jacket and the shirt under would be different, but would be trying my best, but those things happen. But yeah, so that's it for this reel of Halloween commercials. Did you enjoy this? No. I did. Yeah, I did too.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the other guy and girl?
See back there behind the ears we're going into right now.
Well, let me answer first and then that you can.
All right, fine.
And then you can't.
Hold your brain. Not you, the other.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Jessica enjoyed it. Okay. All right. So we had some fun talking commercials. And there's just loads of commercials out there on YouTube. So great.
I mean, be careful if you start going down this rabbit hole. You might think it's a 5-minute video you're going to watch, but you're probably going to click onto the next videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to stop myself after just watching the one link you sent me.
Yeah. Because there's a lot. Well, I went through a bunch of them before. I'm like, I can't. We're going to test this out. We're not going to do like a hefty one. And I think I told you 5 commercials, but I was like, let's just do this real fast. So yeah. So if you enjoy just us talking commercials, I will link. If you go to the show website, thebrandonpetershow.com, and I'll try to keep it in the show notes, but there will be the video. You can play it on the website so you can see the commercials we're talking about and listen to us at the same time. Possibly on the YouTube channel, if you're watching it here, maybe I've incorporated them through our conversation. I don't know yet. Did I have the time to do that? I don't know. Maybe I'll do it in the future, but there you go. What other kinds of commercials would you like us to see do? Like themes, like through the year stuff, what eras? Let us know and we'll check it out.
I think someone has a suggestion.
Who?
Oh, toys. What was it? I think it was toys. The old toys and action figures.
Okay, toys and action figures. All right, let me get that down. Thank you, person.
I'm so desperate to be heard, Brandon. I'm sorry.
I hear you loud and clear all the time. Loud and clear.
Oh no, this is really fun though. It's really cool to just relive them all.
Mm-hmm. And to like shoot the shit about them. And apparently people enjoy us talking about them. So we appreciate you for that. And so before we head out, Jessica, where can people keep up with you?
Well, I'm over at the Bob and Tom Show. You can follow me on Twitter at Jan Alsman and Instagram at Jessica Alsman. And like Brandon said earlier, very kindly, the Bob and Tom Show Bits and Pieces podcast.
I said that angrily, not kindly, but fine. It wasn't. It was kind.
It was very professional.
Professional
voiceover.
So awesome. And Jessica returns with me next week as we will begin the shows, the Brandon Peters shows. October's been a bit of a month for me, but we are getting stuff out there. But we're going to begin track through the first season of Tales from the Crypt, and Jessica will be joining for the first episode, and that'll be next week at this time. And then the week of Halloween, leading up to Halloween, will be the rest of that season to enjoy. So that's the plan for this month. It's going to be fun. A lot of faces, a lot of Jessica. So that's what we'll have.
Sorry in advance.
So yes. So Jessica will be back next week again. And I can't wait to talk about that because I do dig some Tales from the Crypt. And for me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon4KUHD. Written work at wiseoblue.com. There's more for the Brad Peters Show this week, funny enough. But until then, stay film positive.
Thank you for listening. The Brandon Peters Show is a Creative Zombie Studios production. Produced by Brad Shoemaker and Brandon Peters. Written and edited by Brandon Peters. Announcer vocals by Jessica Alsman. Theme song by Metavari. Web design and show art by Brad Shoemaker with Brandon Peters. All music and clips featured in the episode are property of their respective studios and no infringement is intended. Additional information on this and other episodes at BrandonPetersShow.com. For any inquiries, press opportunities, or sponsorship, contact mail at BrandonPetersShow.com. The show is available on Apple Music, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.